Guys, it was $20. This is amazing. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Baina. I'm an interior designer and style coach, and I have been in my new city of Dallas for about 3 weeks, and I have already found a bunch of really cool vintage stores, purchased a few things, I have sold a bunch of things, I found a painter, I found an upholsterer. So I wanted to share my tips and tricks with you guys about finding cool vintage furniture for the cheap, because I really believe that every home needs to have a lot of vintage stuff to actually make it look kind of designer and Instagram worthy. That's just my personal aesthetic. So I'm gonna give you my best tips from start to finish on how you can source cool, amazing vintage stuff for cheap. First step is you just have to know what you're looking for. So I usually just make a list of all the things I need. Obviously I just moved in, so I need a lot. Like I need a sofa, a dining table, dining chairs, mirror, floor mirror. Like I kind of have a huge list. So I like to use the area on my phone called Notes and just make a list of all the stuff that I need. Then I also take all of the measurements that are important to have in my phone. You need to have those measurements in your phone with you at all times, because when you're sourcing vintage, you never know what you're gonna find and you need to be able to make a decision quickly. So you wanna have that information always on the go. In addition to that, I always just have pictures of my place in my phone, because I feel like sometimes when you see something in a store, it's easier if you just can look at your phone and look at the room and visualize if it's gonna work. And then as a general rule, I always just keep a tape measure in my car. Part of it is, I think it's really important to start with a point of inspiration, okay? And that just means collecting like 2 or 3 images that you're really into right now that you feel like would be a great fit for your space. The first image you guys have seen before, this is the inspiration for my dining room, and definitely the piece de resistance, and this is the dining table. This is something that over time I just keep seeing repeated over and over in the rooms that I'm attracted to. So I know that that's on my list to find, this marble Saarinen tulip table. I also pull from YouTube videos, and there's 2 channels that I really like that perfectly personify my style, which is definitely leans towards that eclectic, minimalist, glamour, Parisian style. And it's a show called Choquettes, which is by the Socialite family, and Un Feel Un Style by Vogue Living. I love both of those channels. So sometimes I'll be watching that show, I will take a screenshot of that, and I'll also note the person's home that they're in, and then I'll just go right over to Pinterest or Google and search their name and try to find images of their homes. This image here is one that I found really appealing. It's so glamorous and feminine, with leopard and shine and tall plants and lots of mirrors and beautiful light fixtures. And so it kind of just gives you a point of reference, okay, for the style direction you're going for. Okay, so let's say there's a piece of furniture in your inspirational pick that you love, but you don't know what it's called. All you have to do is take a screenshot of that piece of furniture, upload it to Google Images, and it will likely find other images that look the same, and you'll be able to find out what it's called. This is the Vertigo pendant. I was obsessed with this, didn't know what it was called, and tried to search hat light because it kind of looked like a hat. I ended up using Google Images, found it, and now I know where to purchase it. The next thing you want to do is learn design terminology. You want to know what words to search. So you don't want to just put in mirror into the search engine. Maybe you want to put antique mirror, French mirror, gold gilded framed mirror. Okay, same with light fixtures. There's chandeliers, pendants, floor lamps, arc lamp, mid-century modern globe lamp. There's materials, chrome, brass, marble, antiqued mirror, burl wood. All of these things can be learned, and it's just repetition. But doing all this prep work will help you have the tools to then actually go find these amazing deals, okay? So let's get into the shopping part. So right now, where I find the best cool vintage pieces for cheap, Facebook Marketplace, that is my favorite online place to shop. I also love to shop at cheap vintage furniture stores. I also like to do flea markets, and then the next tier down, I would say, are thrift stores, estate sales, only because I don't do estate sales that much, some other people do, and garage sales, okay? The key to Facebook Marketplace is that you wanna trigger the algorithm to work in your favor, okay? So anytime you see something on Facebook Marketplace that is remotely like something that you would be interested in, even if you're not gonna purchase it, you want to save it, because when you save it, the algorithm will then send you more. So saving as many kind of interesting things. You want to put those design terminology that you just learned into Facebook Marketplace. So for instance, I really want 4 1970s chrome dining chairs. So anytime you get more specific like that, you're going to be more likely to get it. Plus, these are very desirable things right now. So the faster you could be getting this information, that you're more likely you're going to be one of the first people to be able to go and see it. You can also search in Facebook Marketplace and also Craigslist, just stores. So I love like Anthropologie Home. So I'll often put Anthropologie, West Elm, CB2, all the popular stores in there, because I know that people that shop at those stores tend to like vintage furniture as well. And sometimes whenever I list things for sale on Facebook Marketplace, I will just put a whole sentence of all of these stores and keywords, because anyone searching that term will then get my listing. So I'll put mid-century, Danish, teak, modern, sideboard, Anthropologie, hand-knotted rug, Moroccan. I'll try to keep it in the genre of what I'm selling, but all of these keywords will help get it out to the right people and will help attract you to that listing as well. Instagram is super useful for a number of different things, especially if you are moving to a new city and you don't know anyone and don't know where things are, okay? You can search in the hashtags, you can search like Dallas vintage. That's what I did. And I started following all the accounts of like vintage stores that were based in Dallas. You need to follow all of these people, even if their prices seem, maybe they're a little bit more high end than you want to spend, but following them is a really good thing because you'll just start to recognize and expand your own design terminology. Because they'll often reference the designers that they've collected. These people are a wealth of knowledge. Okay, now we're going physically shopping. So once you've identified a couple of cool vintage stores from Instagram, or you've even just gone onto Google Maps, vintage furniture, thrift store, and like then clicked on it, and then there's always an option in Google Maps to be able to like look at Yelp, and then you can kind of look at their photos and see like, does that look like that would be good? What are the reviews? And so then once you find a store that you like, you need to make friends with the people that work there. This is so important. So I found this amazing antique mall here. They were so friendly, and I ended up purchasing something. I cannot believe how cheap it was, guys. So I got this amazing mid-century globe pendant light with a chrome base, and I'm obsessed. Guys, it was $20. This is amazing. So I got this from them and I was like loving them and I was so excited. And so I kind of, just being the chatty person that I am and just loving design, I started talking to the people who work there. I was like, oh my God, your place is so cool. It's really awesome. I just moved here. Is there anywhere else around here I should check out? And when you start an organic conversation like that, because they are working there, they love design too, they're like, yes, go here, go down here. They have Danish modern stuff. Go here. This is where I get my fabric. So I said, you know what? I really love that sofa. Always compliment, guys, and make it genuine. I really, really love this sofa, but it's too big for my space. Do you know any other places that are great to find vintage sofas? Well, that comment started a conversation with the other guy that worked there. And he's like, yeah, I have a sofa that I want to actually sell. It's by Lo Bowman. And I'm like, can I see it? And then he ended up telling me his upholsterer, which I got a quote for, which was really, really good, and shared with me where he got his fabric. So that's a lot. That's amazing. Like, your sources are everything. So being friendly and talking with people and it has to be genuine, and it can't be like, hi, can you tell me your upholsterer, please? It needs to be an organic conversation. And these things come about just out of a shared passion, okay? We're all there because we love vintage furniture. We love the hunt and all of that fun stuff, okay? And then my last tip for you is to not forget about Etsy. I find so many fabulous things that are beautiful additions that I feel like take my designs to the next level. So Etsy is really great, in my personal opinion, for pillows. This little pillow right behind me with the leopards is something that I got on Etsy from Turkey. I love it. It's like fabulous. It's velvet. And then I've gotten I get like rugs. All my hand knotted rugs come from Etsy. Lighting is so great on Etsy too. Like, whether it's vintage like this, like they have a lot of mid-century lighting on there. And they also do new stuff too. I know this is the cool vintage video, but there's also like kind of replicas, and they're done by small makers and stuff. And then just textiles. So let me know in the comments below if I've actually taught you anything that you didn't know, whether that's Facebook Marketplace resource. I know everybody kind of doesn't like Facebook, but I'm telling you, Marketplace is really, really good. That's why I just can't give up my Facebook account. So if you liked the video, if it was helpful, definitely hit like, subscribe for more insider decorator secrets. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Happy shopping. Bye.